and we're going to look at Croatia. And hopefully I haven't made another typo in my notes. And they're performing in the second half of semi-final 2. They are singing Roko, singing The Dream. Now, poor Croatia, they didn't qualify last year. They sent Franca with the song Crazy. They came 17th in their semi-final. And that was a bit of a downfall because in 2017 they had their best showing in 10 years when Jax qualified and entered the final with the song My Friend. Interesting to note that Jax is also Roko's mentor. At this point, I'd like to say good evening to Alistair.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Now, Croatia, the dream. Is this going to be a dream performance for them, or are they going to be left still dreaming at the end of the semi-final?
A dream, or are we talking about a nightmare here? Actually, look, I have mixed views on this one. I really can't work out whether I really love this or I really don't. I'm just looking at the list of other songs in that semi-final. Look, 9 songs aren't going to make it. I have a feeling this might just miss out. Now, it's got a bit of the wackiness. I think it'll do okay with the televotes. Whether it will have quite enough of a jury support to put it over the line, it could be one of those songs that just sneaks in 9th or 10th place in the semi-final and then comes about 19th, 20th in the final. But I think this one is just going to struggle. But there's something about this song that I can't help liking. It's one of those songs where all the right notes are in all the right places. It goes exactly where you want it to go, which is both its good thing and it's let down. I know some people really actively dislike this song. I'm definitely not in that category, but yeah, I think to win Eurovision, definitely a dream for them.
I'm going to bring Oban in on this as well. Good evening, Oban.
Good evening, Tom. I prepared a very special salutations for you, a very nostalgic one. I know we all miss hearing this sentence. This is Istanbul calling.
Ah, you're in Istanbul.
I arrived in this beautiful city of Istanbul last Sunday. I'm gonna be here for a couple of weeks, but yeah, now I'm joining you another different places from last week's. So yeah, about the Croatia though, I think this song is a disaster. I'm not a hater. I love Croatia. I love Croatians. I love Croatia's participation in Eurovision, but this song, in every sense, is over the top. The singing, the staging, I don't understand. Yeah, he sings about the angels of God, but I mean, you didn't really need to put wings on the angel. And the lyrics is basic. I love, you love, he, she, it loves, and I'm not a huge fan. I think they will barely do better than the last place.
Now, I'm going to have to fire this question at you, Oban, because you're mentioning a lot about the song and everything here. What do you think Croatia have got to do in Tel Aviv in terms of the staging there to turn it from a semi-final miss into a semi-final hit?
I want to be nice, but the only thing I can come up with is just not show up. Maybe sing behind the screens. Just kidding. But I don't know. Maybe just turn it a little bit down. Maybe that would help.
Okay, just offering a kind of more muted performance.
Exactly. Try to be less significant.
Now, bringing Alistair in with this, I mean, if we're looking at where Croatia are going to be placed by the producers in terms of this semi-final, where do you reckon the best placing is going to be for them?
Good question. I don't think this is a song that the producers will think is going to trouble the scoreboard massively. So I don't think it's going to be one of those songs where they think, right, this needs to go in X position to get its good chance. So it might be one of those ones that's kind of lost in around 14th or 15th in the running order. It's not going to be straight after the break, but neither is it going to be in the last 3, I'd say. in the running order for the second semi-final. What I would say, however, though, I'm having slightly slated the song and not being massively positive. I'm going back a couple of years, and I think I had a very similar conversation about Jacques Houdet's song back then, and we all said, oh, it's awful, it's cringeworthy, what is this doing here? And suddenly on the live stage, it worked. So that's why I'm not ruling out this one completely from sneaking through into the final. Most of what we've seen has been the slightly lowish quality national final performance. Seeing it on the big stage with all the lights in the big arena with the crowd behind it, this might sneak through and be a bit of a surprise to people.
Now, I'm going to wrap up the conversation on this slightly, but having given you one difficult question, Alistair, I feel it only fair just to give you an extra one as well. Obviously, we're a long way away from the Croatian heyday. They had a double top 5 placing, 1998, 1999, so 20 years ago. And that was Daniela with Neka, I still can't pronounce it, and Maria Magdalena from 1999. But what have Croatia got to do to be successful at Eurovision again?
Get in a time machine and go back to the 90s. they were, for about 4 or 5 years, they were what we might call next year's winner. It was always right, it's going to be Croatia next year, it's going to be Croatia, just like it then became it's going to be Estonia. The difference was Estonia actually did it. Croatia got to a couple of 4th places and never kind of made it any higher. They need to do something distinctive, and that's not what they're doing. They're kind of getting lost in the mix. They're trying different things, but there's not a Croatian sound. It kind of gets lost somewhere in the Balkans, but never comes quite across as strong as, say, Serbia often do with their Balkan ballads. So find a strong identity.
Okay, so Croatia, I think it's very much the verdict from the panel is kind of watch this space.